This is my bench that I'm going to construct from a concrete block or cinder block. And as you can see, all the corner and all the space are solid. And what I want to do now, I want to actually put mortar and attach it to the floor. And before we're doing it, we actually vacuum clean everything. And the first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually mark with the chalk where should I put the mortar. So the first thing we're actually doing here, we mark with the chalk where we should put the mortar. So now what we're going to do, we're going to remove the block from here and put them in the right order on the second room. Just removing them one by one. Okay, that's the second row. Second row here. Let's move this. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to prepare the mortar. When we get the mortar, we will remove them and we'll put them back with the mortar. So here's the first three cement block that's going to be here. I just want to talk about it a little bit. You see there is a little bit of space here, probably 1/8 of an inch, or you can see maybe a 1/4 of an inch, and you can really move it. That's good. Okay, so what I want to say is that you have to have a little bit of a space for the mortar. So I want to show something with the lever. You can see here, it's actually tilt to the right, which means if water coming, they're going to go here, not outside. And if you put another lever here, okay, you can see that it's tilt to where the drain, here is the drain. So that is actually designed purpose, that the water will really go to the drain. So any water that's coming here, we get actually going down. It's actually designed with 1/4 of an inch, 1 foot slope. So that's what you're seeing here. Just let you know before I'm going to install it, that this is not going to be level in purpose. In purpose, they're going to have a slope toward the shower from two directions, from this direction here and from this direction. That's intentionally done. Okay, what we have here, we have 80 pounds of type S. Type S. Saccharoid. You have to use type S. So now we're actually making a hole here, you can see. Okay, and we're going to put 6 quarts of water. That's a 2 quart. So you can see what we're doing here. You have to mix it for 5 minutes until it will get to the right consistency. So we're adding a little bit more water. So we finish to mix it, and I just want to show you the consistency. Okay, that's the way it should look like. If you look at it, it should stick to the trowel. That's a special trowel. So you just follow the instruction. Okay, I'm using these tools. what you see I'm doing here, I'm just putting the mortar. Okay, I'm going to put now this on top of it. Okay, so now what I want to see is the tube here. Look okay here. Okay, let's look good. And let's look peeled. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of snake. Okay, so that is good. I'm going to put the second one on. Now don't worry about the wall, because we're going to put here mortar on the wall here very soon. We're going to fill it up with mortar and we stick to these walls, because this mortar have actually over 2000 psi, actually it's 3000 psi. So it's like 10 times stronger than Thinset. It's designed for it. So you can say I put here, and I'm going to put the second one here, but I want to put a little bit of mortar here. Okay, that's it. Okay, good. Okay, see how I'm doing it? That is a 16-inch brick. Okay, let's put it quite heavy. Okay, now we have to do the right elevation. Okay, so to give it the right elevation, just bed it. You can bed it like this, it will go. Perfect. Here is the most important. You need to push it a little bit down. Okay, so after we did that, and it looked a little bit dirty, okay, we put that in here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to fill it up with mortar here in these corners, Okay? And then you're going to fill one of them with full mortar inside, different mortar. Put it in. That will hold it forever. So we actually already did it because my battery is finished. So let me show you what's happening here. So we actually put here in the vicinity, we fill it up with mortar, and everything is perfectly done. You see, I can use this tool to just letting it here if needed. Okay. Not really need, but just let you know that if you want to build a wall, you can use this tool just to flatten it here also a little bit. So that's it. If you look at it from close, you can see the way it's look. Remember, this is mortar that we put all over here. Here we need to put a little bit more. We're actually missing mortar. Here and here. Just putting a little bit more mortar on the corner where we're going to put. See, this mortar will really work forever. See, we're putting also here in this area. I want to show the way it's look after the correction. Remember here we didn't have, we put here, we put here, put here. Okay. See, everything is full of mortar. Here in this light. Okay. So now we're going to put a cement here in this hole with a rod. With a rod of metal rod, just to enforce it forever. So we're actually going to pour the Quikrete. We're using here the Quikrete cement. That's what we're going to put in. What we don't need, you can put here. What we don't really need, we actually have to put here and put in here. Then to force it not to move ever. So now that we actually finish it, you're going to put it in the center of the one, yes. Perfect. I just put another rod inside. Let me show you from close how it does look. As you can see, that's the way it looks like from this direction and from that. I want to show you exactly what's going on. And here we put what left. here. Basically. Must be same level with that. Okay, so good. Put the second one. Okay, now you just level the block. And yeah. Tap it, yeah. Head it. Check it with the level. Okay. Must be here also. Very good. So I fill these all here also with cement because we have enough cement here. So we can make a better use of it. Just I put here another road. Okay. Okay. Okay, so just level it. So now what we're going to do is we're actually just filling up with a mortar wherever we need. We already put the 2 rows. It's not a very difficult work, you know. I think everybody can do it. And the results are very, very good. It's going to be the best bench you can make ever. So I want to show you how it looks from close. After you put the second row, you can look at it. And you can see here we set up with the motor. That is the other motor. Here is the way it looks from here. But I want to show you something with the level. Okay, so I'm going to put the level. So you can see how the level here, sitting here perfectly. And also here you can see how level it is. So it's very important. It's very easy and you can really achieve a very good result.
Yes, huh?
Okay. Just need a little bit more water.
Now check your level.
Its level is going down. Maybe a little bit, maybe this.
This. Yes, let me push a little bit. No, this.
No, that's okay. It's good, but
No, because you don't make the level, you only make a little bit this
correct.
side.
So okay, so
Now it's level.
now it should be
This one I push a little bit.
okay. Push everything. Push now. Okay. Okay. So we need to push a little bit low to give it a slope as we want. So we put the cap here, and now we're going to put motor here wherever we need it to show you the thing going. It must be level. Okay? So now we're going to enforce it by motor to put here wherever needed motor. You force motor to where the spaces here, and you actually finish the stuff. So you're forcing the water inside to the spaces. completed to install this shower bench. To see how it can do perfectly. With a little bit of slope, it's excellent. Just cleaning everything. So what I want to show you here is the end result of this bench. Let me show you how the thing look like. First from here you can see it's level with the other wall here. Okay, and as you can see it here, you can look at that carefully and see how the motor actually sticking everything here. Okay. If you go in here, you look to see how the thing looking from close. So what's going to happen here, it's going to be dry maybe 1 day or 2, and after 21 days really, because cement taking to cure really forever, but after 21 it's really cured like almost 99%. After 21 days this bench is going to be attached to this wall and to the floor and to himself with 3000 psi, which is impossible to remove, impossible to move.